How we doing, guys? I'm going to show you the toe touch matrix. It's a series of 4 different stretches. One of them is done on both sides. So first stretch, toes on, heels off. So I'm using a 25-pound bumper plate. That's about the width of the bumper plate for me is about perfect, about 2 inches off the ground. If you find, so starting position, your toes are on and your heels are off, just like the name of the exercise. So if you find that you're on this thing, but your heels are off the ground and you're really struggling to get your hips through at the top, get something smaller. Find a height that's right on the edge of what you're able to do. You're able to do it, but you struggle just a little bit. That's how you improve your range of motion. So the way we do this exercise, toes are on, heels are off, hips are extended, your arms are gonna go up, your hips are gonna bring your hips through, arms are gonna go back, and you're gonna go down and you're gonna reach for your heels, your arms are gonna come back, you're gonna come up, your hips are gonna come through. The arms are very important, not so much on this exercise, but on one of the ones that comes up. Balance is very challenging, so master the arms on this one, it'll make the one where balance is challenging much easier. So do this. If you've got 3 minutes to do each of these exercises, that'd be a total of about 15 minutes of stretching. If you've got that time, spend 3 minutes stretching in each position. After you've done that, 10 jumping jacks. Now, when you're doing these jumping jacks, your heels should strike the ground. You're bouncing toe, heel, toe, and you're smacking your arms into your thighs. All right, the next one is gonna be heels on, toes off. So your heels go on the plate, your toes are off the plate. Arms up, hips through, not so important on this one. Arms back, down, reach for your heels. And you can I like to have my knees just ever so slightly bent. I grab my shins just below the gastroc and I pull myself down a little bit. And you should feel this stretch right in the middle of the hamstring. We'll pull down, arms back up, hips through, back down. Again, if you've got 15 minutes, do this one for 3 minutes. After you've done this for about, whatever length of time you need, jumping jacks, 10 of them. Now, if you can't do jumping jacks for whatever reason, grab a wall, do some heel raises, do something. Do something between each of these, and that helps integrate this movement into your movement patterns. All right, next one, one toe on, one heel on. This is the one where arms are very important. I struggled a lot with this when I first started doing it until I figured out the arms. With the arms, this movement really isn't challenging at all. But if you're not doing the arms correctly, you're gonna wobble all over the place. So after you've done this for about 2 to 3 minutes, 10 jumping jacks. And then other side, one toe on, one heel on. Down, stretch, reach for the heel. Now important, the back leg on this one is straight. Very important. If you bend the knee, you're not gonna stretch the right muscle. It doesn't matter if I'm not getting to my heel. Doesn't matter if you get to your heel or not. The goal is to just do the movement correctly. So keep that leg straight, 2 to 3 minutes, 10 jumping jacks, or heel raises. All right, the last one, a little more complicated. Your heels are on, your toes are off, arms up, hips through, down, reach for the heels. Now on this one, I slide my hands under my toes and I pull my hips down. My elbows drive my knees out, I'm getting a groin stretch, I'm pushing my chest up. And I'm straightening my legs, getting a hamstring stretch, arms back, up, hips through, arms back, down, fingers under the toes, I straighten my legs, then I pull my hips down, drive my elbows out with my knees, or drive my knees out with my elbows, straighten my legs, stretch the hamstrings, arms back, up, hips through. After about 3 minutes, 10 jumping jacks or heel raises, or whatever it is you do. If you've got really tight ankles, do this whole routine. Try to get it done 2 or 3 times a day. More is definitely better when it comes to stretching if you're really immobile. If you're really mobile and you're not struggling with posterior chain mobility, I wouldn't do this very long at all. I would do probably 5 or 6 reps of each, followed by the 10 jumping jacks just to warm your muscles up. If you've got a lot of mobility and you really don't need more, increasing your mobility, unless you're a contortionist, could actually inhibit your performance. So be careful with it, be smart about it, and have fun.